Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Today we'll see standard 8th and subject science. In that chapter number 11, chapter name is Force and Pressure. In the previous video, part 1, we have seen up to main 3. Today we'll see main 4. Mark the following statements with a right if a true and with a wrong mark if a false in the box given against each. 1 mark each. Number 1. Magnetic force is an example of a non-contact force. It's a true, right. Number 2. If two forces act in opposite direction on an object, then net force is the difference between the two forces. It's a true, right. Number 3. A single isolated force does not exist in nature. It's a right, true. Number 4. The force exerted per unit time is called pressure. It's wrong, false. Number 5. Windmill works due to non-contact force of air. It's wrong, false. Number 6. The pointed tools exert more pressure on the surface. It's true, right. See the number 7. SI unit of force is a Newton and it's true. Number 8. The envelope of air around us exerts a pressure on us which is termed as atmospheric pressure. It's true, right. Now see the main 5. Answer the following questions in one sentence, 1 mark each. Number 1. A blacksmith hammers a hot piece of iron while making a tool. How does the force due to hammering affect the piece of iron? Answer is, when a blacksmith hammers a hot piece of iron, the force means muscular force due to hammering changes the shape of the piece of iron. Number 2. When does the net force applied equal 0? Answer is, when two forces applied from the opposite direction are equal in magnitude, the net force applied equals 0. See the question number 3. State two effects of force. Answer is point 1. It changes the state of motion of an object, and point 2. It changes the shape of an object. Number 4. What is the force of friction? Answer is the force which acts on moving object in opposite direction to the motion of the object is called force of friction. Now see the question number 5. Give two examples of contact force. First one muscular force and second one force of friction. Number 6. Give two examples of non-contact force. Answer is magnetic force and electrostatic force. Point 7. Question number 7. What is electrostatic force? Answer is the force exerted by a charged body on another charged or uncharged body is called electrostatic force. Question number 8. What is atmosphere? Answer is the envelope of air around us is called atmosphere. Question number 9. What is atmospheric pressure? Answer is the pressure exerted by the envelope of air all around us is known as atmospheric pressure. Question number 10. On what factors does the pressure exerted by liquid at the bottom of container depend? Answer is point 1. Height of the liquid column, and point 2. Density of the liquid. See the question number 11. Determine the pressure when a force of 50 Newton acts on an area of 5 meters square. First of all, formula is pressure P is equal to force upon area F upon A. Here force is 50 Newton, so 50 Newton, and area is a 5 meters square. So 50 Newton upon 5 meters square. 5 times 15. So answer is 10, and this one Newton per meter square. Or if we if m raised to square m square goes upper side, then it's written as m raised to minus 2. See the question number 12. Why is muscular force termed as a contact force? Answer is since muscular force can be applied only when it is in contact with an object, therefore it is termed as contact force. See the main 6 define 1 mark each. Number 1. Force. A push or a pull applied on an object is called a force. Number 2. Pressure. Answer is the force acting on a unit area of a surface perpendicular to the surface is called a pressure. Number 3. Atmosphere. The envelope of air all around us is known as atmosphere. Now see the main 7. Answer the following questions in short, 2 marks each. Number 1. Name the forces acting on a plastic bucket containing water held above ground level in your hand. Discuss why the force acting on the bucket do not bring a change in its state of motion. Answer is force acting on the plastic bucket are muscular force and gravitational force. The muscular force acting on the bucket is in the upward direction while gravitational force is acting in downward direction. Both the forces are equal in magnitude. These forces do not bring any change in the state of motion of the bucket because both forces are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. Thus they cancel each other and the net force on the bucket is zero. See the question number 2. A rocket has been fired upwards to launch a satellite in its orbit. Name the two forces acting on the rocket immediately after leaving the launched pad. Answer is first one, gravitational force acting on the rocket in the downward direction towards the center of the earth, and second one, frictional force due to air acting in opposite direction of the motion of the rocket. See the question number 3. What is force? Explain with the help of some example. Answer is force is a push or a pull of an object. Example is point 1, moving a book placed on a table. Point 2, opening or closing a door. Point 3, hitting a ball with a bat. Point 4, moving a loaded cart. In above example, each of the actions can be grouped as a push or a pull. Thus, we can understand the concept of force through above example. See the question number 4. What is a state of motion? How can a force change the state of motion? Answer is the state of motion of an object is described by its speed, zero or non-zero, and the direction of the motion. When a force is applied on a stationary object, it moves. If the force is applied in the direction of motion of an object, then its speed increases. If the force acts in opposite direction, the speed of the object decreases. A force can change the direction of a moving object. See the question number 5. What are the effects of force? Answer is a force can move stationary object or stop a moving object. Point 2. Force can change the speed, either increase or decrease, of a moving object. Point 3. Force can also change the direction of motion of an object. Point 4. It can change the shape of an object. Point 5. All of these or some of these effects can be observed due to force. See the question number 6. Explain contact and non-contact force. Contact force are the force which come into action only when two objects come in physical contact with each other are called contact force. Example, muscular force and frictional force. And non-contact force, the force which come into action without any contact of objects with one another are called non-contact force. Example, electrostatic force and magnetic force. See the question number 7. What is electrostatic force? Why is it called non-contact force? Answer is the force exerted by a charged body on another charged or uncharged body is called an electrostatic force. This force comes into play even when the bodies are not in contact. So it is called non-contact force. So the question number 8. Atmospheric pressure exists. State the device appliance working on the basis of this fact. Answer is the device appliance working on the basis of atmospheric pressure exists. Fact are as follows. Point 1. Straw to drink juices. Point 2. Syringe used in the hospital. Point 3. Dropper. And fourth one, rubber sucker. Now we will see the main 8 in the next video, part 3. Stay safe, stay healthy. Okay, bye.